Hey all, welcome back once again. I have another awesome episode for you. It's just me again, but this one was brought to my attention as an idea to make a podcast about. And I thought with the changing of seasons and changing of many of your schedules, that this might be something that could come in super beneficial for you and your family. It's all about having a more productive day and what I do to make sure that my day stays on task, that I stay productive with my time as much as I can, and how I kind of manage my days into a few different parts and sections. I know that this schedule won't be suitable for everybody, especially if you do have, a full-time job that goes through the summer or those kinds of things. But take these tips for what it's worth and put it to work with what will work for you and adjust it as needed. But this may be something that does work well for you. Maybe you could take a couple of the different things that I do, put them to work for yourself to make your day a little bit more seamless. So, really, honestly, you've probably heard this before, but the day is going to start with what you do the night before. Always, always, always going to start with what you do the night before. And honestly, the best thing you can do is get a good night's sleep in order to have a good, productive day the next day. There's a number of things that you can do to get good quality sleep, but a few of the things that really come to mind right away that I personally do is usually after about 6 p.m. I will wear blue light blockers if I am in the house or if I do have the TV on or I'm looking at my phone, anything like that. I will have those blue light blockers on. That will help reduce those blue rays going into your eyes and causing the delay of serotonin, which is going to delay the onset of deep sleep and da 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 da. So that's going to be really helpful. Also, reading instead of watching TV or scrolling your phone, at least for like the hour before bed, is going to be really helpful. Often, if we're watching a TV show or if we're scrolling our phone, it's natural for our minds to seek things out that are going to be like troublesome to us. It's almost like we're on night watch duty. I heard that on another podcast the other day, and that's why we find ourselves doom scrolling through the night, is we're looking for things that would be dangerous to us, so that we are keeping track and making sure that we're feeling safe. And so what happens though is, we're scrolling and we see a mean comment, or we look at a work email that pisses us off, or, that the weather might get bad 4 days from now. And then we start thinking about all that and you get all overwhelmed and then you can't sleep. So stop activating that and then put your phone down, right? Really, honestly, the only things that you need to like make sure can happen, for the last couple hours at night is make sure that the most important people in your lives can contact you if needed via text message or phone calls. But otherwise, you probably don't need access to all of your apps, all of the emails, all of the things for the last part of your night most of the time, right? I actually shut my phone apps down after 8 p.m. so that I'm able to look at them if I choose to, but it reminds me that I'm not supposed to. So that's a helpful thing that I've done. Um, and then reading is just super calming. Maybe not a thriller book because sometimes that kind of gets my heart pumping before bed, but I like to kind of just like read, for fun at night, those kinds of things. And that kind of just helps calm me down, put me to sleep a little bit easier. No food within 2 hours of bed. Okay, so there's a lot of different things here, but honestly, the biggest thing for this is just helping you with sleep quality. So if you have like a big meal right before bed, it's not at all that it'll necessarily, disregard your, weight loss goals or your muscle gain goals or anything like that. But it will potentially decrease your ability to fall asleep easier. So if your body's trying to do all this work and break down all this food that you just ate right before bed, your microbiome's not going to rest. And then you're not going to be able to go to bed and go to sleep as comfortably as you would if your stomach wasn't full and trying to do all these jobs. So trying to finish food within 2 hours before bed or before 2 hours before bed, it's going to help you get better sleep quality. Other things, no TV or lights on in the room. You guys, please turn off the TVs in your room. You do not need that on. It is so troublesome. There's actually been studies done that just like a pin of light on the back of your calf will pull you out of deep sleep. Like literally turn the lights and the TVs off in your room. Unnecessary. Get rid of them, okay? And then cool clothes and temperatures, right? I'm not saying like trendy clothes. I mean, if that's what you're into, but I'm like a cut off t-shirt and old shorts kind of person. Works great, right? But cool temperature clothes. Don't go to bed wearing, piles of clothes because then you're going to wake up hot, right? We need to be cooler temperatures in order to sleep better. So if you don't have AC, turn on a fan. We have AC and a fan, and I sleep with cool clothes on. And I always do like the foot pop to make sure that I'm like balanced in temperature. It's ridiculous, but do your best to have cool temperatures in your room and darkness. It's gonna be really helpful. All these things are going to set you up for a better night's sleep, which is going to set you up for a more productive day the next day. Other things that you can do the night before is make it as seamless as you can in the morning. Okay. Don't set backup alarms. Make sure that you understand that when your alarm goes off, it is time to get your ass out of bed, right? Don't hit snooze, right? Get up. Get up. You told yourself you're going to get up at this time. Get up this time and get your act together, right? That is what you've got to do. That is the first thing. You hear the alarm go off, you feel the alarm go off. Mind my vibrations on my watch. I get up and I get my butt moving, even if I'm still tired. Helps a ton. Pre-fill things like your water bottles, right? Make sure that that's ready to go. If you're going to do a workout in the morning, if you're like me, I do a pre-workout snack. I have that like done in a little container so that way I start to grab it and head out to my office with it. Super easy. Lay out your clothes if that's what you need to do, right? Make it as seamless as you can in the morning so that way you don't have excuses to not follow through with it. Makes it that much easier. As far as the actual morning itself, like I said, when the alarm goes off, get up. Don't hit snooze. Gosh, it just makes you more cranky, honestly. So just get up, okay? Um, After I, get dressed and everything, brush my teeth, have a quick chat with Rob, I come out and put on my shoes. I immediately go for a 2-mile walk outside, unless it is like tornadoing outside. I will go out for a 2-mile walk, and that natural light helps a ton to wake you up naturally. No earbuds in, no music playing, no nothing, just the sound of the birds in your footsteps. I tell you what, it is so relaxing. It helps clear my head for the day. It wakes me up. It kickstarts your digestion, everything. It is so helpful if you start your day with at least like a mile walk. I love to go for 2 because I like to. So I'm out there for about a half hour. And it's gonna be really helpful to just get you going on your best foot forward. When you get back, then like you're ready to rock and roll. Like you are awake, you're ready to do the tasks. And that's what brings me on the next point, because obviously I control my own schedule, right? So this may not be totally applicable to you, but maybe you can take pieces of it to make it applicable to your life. But after I get back from my walk, I will do like my daily grind tasks first. Like, what posts do I need to make? What content do I need to create? What questions do I need to answer? Messages do I need to respond to? What emails do I need to go through? What outlines do I need to make sure that I have done? That kind of stuff. All of like my daily grind stuff that I need to get done every single day. I will do that as soon as I get back from my walk. And then I do my other things like reading and whatnot. But then after the kids get on the bus, or come summer, after I get done with those daily grind tasks, I will do something hard, which is my workout. So after that, I know that I've accomplished all of my daily must-do tasks, right? Those are done. I feel good about that. I go into my workout, I can focus on my workout. I can lift heavier. I can be focused on it. I can focus on form. I can know that I'm pushing myself. I can dance between sets, and it's totally good because I don't feel distracted or like I'm not getting something else done. So I go into my workout already feeling somewhat accomplished for the day. And so I do something hard, right? So I'll do my workout, maybe go for another walk. It just sort of depends on the day. And then after that, I will go into my higher level thinking tasks. So things that, require me to, respond to people, give them recommendations, change plans, write outlines, those sorts of things. Anything that is going to require me to think a little bit more to really be sharp, that I love to go into having already accomplished the hardest task of my day, which is lifting really heavy stuff, right? So if I feel accomplished going into my hardest task of the day, I'm going to feel like I can accomplish the other hard tasks a lot easier. So that's what I like to do. So I take on those higher level tasks, those higher thinking tasks after I accomplish a hard workout. Then after that, I will take a midday food and like stress reset break, right? So I'll go in, I'll take a quick shower, I'll, do a little laundry, I'll eat lunch, I'll hang out, do something around the house, just sort of breathe, maybe go for a little walk in the grass kind of thing, or just sit outside and breathe for a minute. But just do a little quick midday reset, like deep breathing, good to go. Life is happy, things are getting accomplished, and just know that you can handle the rest of the day, right? So then I go into my afternoon totally refreshed. I'm not going into my afternoon feeling super tired or feel like I'm running behind. It just helps me kind of break it up that way. So then in the afternoon, I love to do my creative tasks then. I'm doing this right now. This is the afternoon for me. The kids aren't home from school yet. I have already accomplished a really hard workout. I've accomplished some really hard tasks today. I've already, walked my 5 miles for the day, created content for later this week, for today. Like I got done with all kinds of really hard things. So now I can be creative. I feel free. I feel like I can think freely. And I can do these things in the afternoon, and it just makes me feel a lot lighter on my feet, not so drugged down kind of thing. So I do my creative tasks like mid-afternoon on until the kids get home. And then the last piece is I really, really encourage family and work boundaries. This is one that I really struggle with for a very, very, very long time. But by having a family and work boundary, it really, really helps to make sure that I keep one in its place and the other in its place. They shouldn't be combined for the most part, right? It's really easy for me to combine my family and my work because, well, health is kind of applicable to everyone. But it's important for me to know that once my kids get home, I am in mom mode. My work might carry over for a half hour, 45 minutes after they get here if I have a meeting I need to take. But honestly, after like 4 o'clock, 4:30 at the latest, I am mom mode. I am no longer coach mode. I am mom mode. And I think a lot of us really need to incorporate that because then you're going to have a more productive, refreshing evening, not worried about work things. Then we're worried about family things. We're solving the kids' problems when they didn't get along with somebody at school. We're helping them develop a new skill. We're helping them study for a test. We're laughing with them. We're tickling them. We're running them to practices, right? We're doing all the things with our family. And that's super, super important to make sure that we're able to put 100% of ourselves into that as well. And that sets you up for a more productive day on that side of life. So a productive day really starts from the night before and how well you sleep and how well you set yourself up for success throughout the day. You can accomplish more. And just remember, you're always probably doing a lot better than what you give yourself credit for. And even if you have this long to-do list, understand that things are going to shift, right? You got to be able to prioritize which things are your daily grinds, which ones are your high-level thinking tasks that need to get done sooner than later, and which ones can you push off to the next day, which ones can you be more creative with on which day, that kind of thing. So just try your best to take some of these points, make them as applicable to you as possible, give them a try, tweak them as you need, and hopefully you find them helpful for you. If you have any questions on them, let me know. Otherwise, you go have a great day, and I'll see you on the next episode.